While I'm just sitting over here chilling, getting ready to do my Cash Hero deck breakdown, I wanted to get back to doing that over here on the channel. But look at this, I boot in here and there's another ban list. Didn't we just get one of these? What could they possibly, were they like, okay, we realized that maybe some of our hits were a little bit goofy. I thought it was like a nice balanced kind of just addressing of some of the different decks, but I don't think it's really going to change all that much. Like, we've been kind of building decks for Mathmech and the big Adagnister Cybers pile. Stuff along those lines. It doesn't really feel like it's changed. And Cash Tira, they were like, all right, here's Pot of Desires to do. I'm like, that's surely not for us because some of us aren't even playing that anymore. I mean, who is that a hit to? What, Sword Soul? Maybe some of the weird Mathmech brutes? VW? I don't know who you're trying to hit with that one. So, I don't know. Let's just see what's going on in here. Let's see. Forbidden Limitless Implementation Details. Additionally, this card will now be generatable. Redox Dragon Ruler of Boulders title, Monkey Board, and Rat Peter. Whoa. Hey, Zodiac Barrage. I see you down there, Zodiac Barrage. Oh, okay. Now, I, for one, am one of those people that think that, like, all the Dragon Rulers could come back to 3, like, tomorrow, and I don't think it'd be all that crazy. I've seen some people try to break them in, like, hypotheticals, like, oh, if we get them all back to 3, what could possibly happen? And I don't know, I have the general idea that the Dragon Rulers for their time were kind of too ahead of their time, right? And then in now modern Yu-Gi-Oh, they're definitely way more in line with the current power level that we've got going on. I mean, considering that we just came out of like tier limit and then now we're kind of dealing with like purely cash tier, like rescue aces on the horizon. Super heavy samurai, I'm assuming, is going to be also somewhere in the near future for Master Duel. I think these cards are fine. Like, what, they might generate a couple of extra advantage for some decks to throw in, or I can't even say they'd be like extra extenders for Dragon Link or something, because I just don't think they would function in that way. I think Dragon Link has everything they already want, but I think this is very cool. Put some of these cards out here. Yeah, like, throw them back in packs. I like that Konami is almost using Master Duel as an experiment to see what could come off the ban list before they ruin, like, the TCG or the OCG. So that's fun. Monkey Board, I don't think has really done anything as far as I'm aware. I do know that the OCG is getting some nice results with the kind of new Zark Magician deck. I'm not sure if they're actually playing Monkey Board. I'll have to look into that one. I know that Monkey Board is not doing anything in the TCG, but you could argue that's because we don't have Electromite, but yeah, that might actually kind of be a big deal, because I'm kind of getting into playing Pendulum now. I'm kind of learning how to do that, so I could test out some of those decks for the channel, and yeah, Electromite is very nice. I'll say that. It definitely feels really good. Rat Pier at 1 I don't think does anything. Rat Pier you need to have multiple copies of, because it's like Rat Pier summons another copy of itself from the deck, so that's totally fine. Barrage, I'm not too sure. Okay, just so I don't actually like sound like a big dumb idiot, all right? I've only been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively for about the last 2 years-ish, and even then, for about the last year, I wouldn't even consider myself all that great. Let me just re-look up Zodiac Barrage real quick, just so I can get a grasp as to like what this is going to do. I've played a little bit of like the Zoo format, where all this stuff was illegal, but it's been quite a while. So you can target face of a card you control destroyed. If you do special summon a Zodiac from your deck, you can only use this effective Zodiac Barrage 1 per turn. That's pretty strong. If this card is destroyed by a card effect instead of the graveyard, you can target a Zodiac. You can see attach this card from your graveyard to that Exceed Monster's material. Okay, so it's just like you have extra Zodiac guys, or if you're saying if you're playing like say Tri-Zoo and you have an extra guy laying around, maybe you've got a kit sitting around and you want to go ahead and like pop it to get like a Zoo from deck, and then you can still trigger kit in the graveyard, or you want to have like a Nerval on field instead of like linking off Nerval for Almirage. I'm assuming you could just pop it with Barrage, and that way it still triggers in the graveyard, and you get to search one of your Zodiac guys from deck. It definitely makes that deck flow a little bit better, because whenever I played Tri-Zoo, especially during the beginning of Master Duel, it's kind of like hope to find your Zodiac guys so you could have an extra Dryden on the board, but if you didn't find them, it wasn't the worst thing ever, because Shurag plus, you know, a billion hand traps is probably going to get you there. Or you're just playing Tri-Lyralist and you have like infinite extension and you set up a barrier statue. But this seems like it will be good. Like, I might tinker around with this a little bit in Tri-Zoo, because if it's working the way that I'm thinking it's going to work, let me look to make sure that like Nerval and Kit, they do just trigger when they're in the graveyard, right? It is if this card is sent to the graveyard. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be from, like, the deck, the hand, the field. It doesn't matter. It just ends up in the graveyard. So, yeah, this does work how I think it'll work. This could be a little nasty. It could be nice, but all I think it's going to do is maybe make it more consistent for, say, like some Tri-Brigade, some Tri-Zoo setups to have like a Dryden on their board. Or maybe people, like, I don't know, because some decks are running like a little like Zodiac package to give them an easy line to Zeus. Like they run like Chakanine, Borbo, Dryden, and they run Zeus. So that it's an easy way to get to like a 4-mat Zeus or a pop and then a 2-mat Zeus, right? Something along those lines. So I don't know, maybe it'll see experimentation in that, but I don't know if you'll play it outside of anything like that. But that's definitely interesting. I definitely think that'll see play. That definitely seems like it'll be very strong. Okay, what are the new packs? Before I leave, what are the packs that they're bringing? Is there anything? Manadium, Gate Guardian, and then you're doing Mighty Contenders. So you're stuffing these in their other packs, okay? Because I was like, this doesn't tie into Manadium or Gate Guardian. Because I was like, well, maybe they're unlimiting these things to maybe push these a little bit more. Because Kashtira, Purely, and I mean, just the Math Mech deck seem to be running pretty rampant right now on Master Duel. Although, in the deck breakdown for Kashtira, I don't think it's quite as good. It's sitting in tier 1 right now, in Master Duel meta, and I'm like, I don't know about that one, Chief. As a resident Cash player, I don't know if it's all that good. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. I think the most notable thing to come off this is going to be Barrage. That's the first thing that I'm like, yeah, that could be kind of nice. That looks really good. That looks good. Monkey Board maybe will do something, but if my understanding of Pendulum is correct, it is Plush Fire that's more of the insane, like, advantage generator that Pendulum gets, and that's more of the problem card than Monkey Board. So some of my pen players can let me know that in the comments down below. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the flippity floppity, you know. Oh, if you're participating in the Regression Cup, that's still happening, but I mainly run an FGO channel. This is like a side hobby for me to do, and they're doing raids for the game this Saturday, so we're pushing it back to next week. So if you're wanting to take place in an ongoing, like, kind of long form tournament thing, that's going to be next week, not this week. But yeah, Discord and all that stuff is in the description down below. Peace.